If I wanted to get sponsors, if I wanted to get paid sponsors, promotions, brand deals, opportunities to create and drive additional revenue to my YouTube channel, to my YouTube videos, and not necessarily have to rely on only and solely the return on YouTube's partner program and AdSense, which the current cost per melee and revenue per melee from advertisers is so wildly fluctuating that it makes it really difficult to have any idea of how much money any of your videos will actually make. And that is if you're even monetized. If you're not monetized, for whatever reason it may be, whether you don't meet the minimum subscriber requirement or the minimum hour requirement, watch time hours, or you're waiting for YouTube and the partner program to review your application, or quite possibly the content that you create they deem is not eligible for the YouTube partner program, then this is going to be exactly what you need in order to monetize your content in more ways than one. And if you are monetized through the YouTube partner program, then this is just another cherry on top. And essentially what I would do first is determine what's in demand. Products, services, businesses, working with brands, companies, B2B, business to business. It's all about connecting to the target consumer, the target market, the customer. There's going to be a mutual benefit for the business and for you as the creator, the content creator, the YouTuber. User-generated content, tutorials, how-tos, try-ons, you name it. And it's going to be mutually beneficial. They're going to pay you or provide you with a product or even an affiliate link that can earn commission. And you're in turn going to produce content that will connect and resonate with your audience that will be interested in their product or service that they have for sale, available. And in turn, you will drive business, customers, transactions, revenue, profit their way. It is a mutually beneficial situation that can continue on as long as everybody involved is continuously getting seeing an upside, a benefit to the relationship. Defining my audience and target strength. It's interesting because I was actually thinking about it today. This channel has a little over 86,000 subscribers. However, that isn't necessarily indicative of my total audience size. In fact, my total audience size is limitless, as I have videos with over 86,000 views, which means that the videos have reached more people who would be potentially interested in the topic in the video than have subscribed to the channel. On the flip side, I have a lot of videos that have far fewer views than 86,000, and therefore my entire audience, my subscriber base, isn't necessarily entirely interested in every topic, every video that's created and shared and published on the platform. So in order to be as effective as possible, it's going to be important to define my audience and target strength when it comes down to trying to connect on a level that would entice and provoke conversions through this sponsorship opportunity. And the reason why this is so important is if you begin to do that, you will not only continuously improve at making this connection, but your audience will also then crave this, and advertisers, businesses, brands, sponsorship opportunities will see this, and they will then reach out and gravitate towards you as you are a prime candidate to represent them and produce sales, conversions, interest, demand. Develop content that aligns with the brands and the businesses. They will come and find you. Now, what I do see often is creators who aren't necessarily creating content that aligns with brands and businesses. And these brands and businesses have a lot of boxes they have to check. In fact, you'll see, hopefully, that as you gain in these opportunities to have sponsorship and paid promotion and affiliated brand ambassador type video opportunities, they're going to want to see the final product. They're going to want to, more than likely, before you even begin, receive a copy of the transcript or the script that you have prepared to approve and revise before even recording. But after recording and before publishing, they're going to want to review that as well. And then they may even ask for more tweaks and changes and revisions. But these big companies, these big brands, these big businesses, they have to be very careful about what's said or not said and how it will ultimately impact and affect them long after the relationship or this exchange between you and the particular sponsor is over. They have to look out for their best interest overall. And with so many people out there with so many different thoughts and opinions and, you know, triggers, and the cancel culture being so popular, these companies are very, very concerned and specific and peculiar about that. So if you're not even beginning to create content that aligns with brands and businesses, then the odds are not in your favor, and you will probably never receive any sponsorships that are of any value, that are worthwhile. YouTube sponsors also, the analytics will not value your audience in a way that they will be considered, you know, profitable and likely to convert. Sponsor opportunities will more than likely want to see your video, your channel analytics, to see who your demographic is, how old are they, what country or region, what percentage is male versus female versus not specified. The list goes on and on. Your average retention, your click-through rate, all this is important in regard to the sponsor even considering you, and also how much they're going to offer you, or at least allow to be negotiated for this particular opportunity. I would also connect with those who are already in the space and set up a meeting to introduce myself or yourself. Networking is key. The easiest way to get a sponsor or a sponsorship opportunity is from someone who's already sponsored by that particular opportunity. And they already have a connection, they already have communications, they already have correspondence, they already have a direct email, if not a phone number maybe, to the company, to their liaison, to whatever representative is currently offering this sponsorship. Not to mention there's also a few networks that can facilitate and simplify the sponsorship process, but even those still have direct communication. And I'm actually working on one right now with a particular brand who's reached out to me over the last few days, and we may end up entering into an agreement where I will then bring and present sponsorship or paid promotion or sponsorship plugs or breaks in my videos to share with you the service that this company offers. It's a system as a service, essentially a SaaS basically. But it, in my opinion, I think it's a good product. I think it's a good service. I think it is worthwhile. It provides value. It aligns with me personally. It aligns with the content that I create, my goals for my channel, for my business, for working online and generating money remotely and online. So I thought it would be a good fit. I'm considering it. Odds are we're probably going to move forward, and you guys are going to see some of these in the future. Hone your skills, hone your delivery, hone your script writing, execution, editing, etc. Everything that's involved, everything that goes into making videos, you want to get better at it. You want to be the best at it that you can be for your channel, for your audience, for you. And that's really important. Being you, connecting. That's quite possibly, besides price, the best and easiest way to connect with an audience and convert on a sale is if you honestly like, trust, believe in, and or use the product, but also more importantly, you are authentic and genuine in explaining and describing and sharing the product. And of course, it's important to track and compare. Analyze all the data and the conversions and the performance, not just so that you can track and make sure that you're getting paid just accurately, getting paid what you are have been agreed upon in this contract, this sponsorship engagement to be paid, but also to gauge the effectiveness of the video, to gauge the effectiveness of the promotion. Maybe you need to analyze the spikes and dips in your retention, in your engagement, and determine if you need to introduce the sponsored portion sooner or later in the video. The list goes on and on. And lastly, scale. From all of these tips, tricks, strategies, if you execute on them, learn from them, you can ultimately build from them and scale, which would mean increased earnings and, more than likely, greater sponsorship opportunities, which then means you would have to pick and choose which ones you want versus waiting and hoping if one was offered to you. But that's it for this one. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working,